Oh man, I've caught the musket bug again. I don't know what to say. This weapon's just so much fun to use. I know that I don't have the best aim, but holy crap, I love playing me some musket. And it's not just the gun itself, it's those traps, man. Those freaking traps. Look at the poor hatchet player go down. Anyway, I have a pretty long 2 clips for you guys today. This is the first one here. This is just kind of the first little bit, and then we cut into the majority of the clip right now. And I also have some Ice Gauntlet and Abyss gameplay in the second half of the video as well. Now, for the builds, the Ice Gauntlet Abyss build, I was playing the same one that I uploaded for you guys a little while back, so I'll link that build down below if you guys want to check it out. But as for this one, it's a variation of my Glass Cannon Musket build. It's actually all the same gear, except for the fact that we're running Abyss instead of Rapier, and I've gone for a little bit more health. I think I'm sitting at around 400 intel and 200 dex with 100 in con for this setup. Either way, it was a lot of fun. I gotta say, I love pairing Abyss with Musket, and playing a more Glass Cannon Musket with Abyss was actually really good. I don't know, man. I'm a believer of the Glass Cannon Musket now. Anyhow, let's get into that PvP commentary. We have already taken one player down here. I take a lot of damage from these guys here, and I quickly go around the corner, pop all my heals and stuff, and he right away goes for his gap closer. I don't take the stagger because of the heart rune still being active, and I throw the trap down. We manage to trap him. There's 2 shots from the musket. Both of these guys quite on the durable side, but I am able to take him down and then just put a couple more hits in with Abyss. The blunderbuss player is running chaos. He sends me flying with his gun. Then he just turns around and he keeps shooting at me. And this guy is in light armor, but look at how durable he is as well. I think he's got to be running something like featherweight. I'm not really sure, but he's got quite a lot in constitution as well. But I'm just keeping the pressure on, and oh man, I'm not sure if he's using aim lock or not, but he is not hitting a lot of his pellets when he's landing, so it leads me to believe that he maybe had aim lock on for some of that. And it just meant that I was completely out DPSing him with the musket there. This build here, Abyss does good damage, but I'll be honest, it's the musket that hits really hard because that's what we've kind of spec'd into. Ideally, we would play this with full void damage, not nature damage, but hey, you can't win them all. There is a beautiful 2 shots into that guy, and then we hit him with the execute as he comes in with his light attack. Really nicely done, and yeah, just kind of showing off that big boy damage of the build. He steps in the trap this time, and look at that crazy damage. Oh my god, what was a 6k power shot, no crit, over 4k on the powder burn, and then we just hit him with the great axe and quickly take him down. And the final player there, we just chew up as well. Holy man, the light armor players, it is so easy to burst them with a build like this. And I'll be honest, a big reason why I was running Abyss today is because Rapier's tracking feels like it's worse. I don't know if they changed something. Oh my god, again, we get a nice combo on this guy. And he walks into the execute. He has to dodge that execute. Oh man, he cannot eat that. But like I was saying, Rapier was just really hard for me today. I don't know what was going on. I felt like I would aim at someone in front of me and it would just swing to the side every single time. Flurry was almost unhittable unless your opponent was directly in front of you and did not move. I was running Ice Gauntlet Rapier and I was still having crazy trouble hitting anybody. And there's a good little combo there. We just kind of wear him out of stam with the light attacks, and as soon as he stams himself, we go for that execute, finish him off. I love this here, man. The Hatchet, Sword and Shield player is so aggressive, and I just circle the trap. Oh my god, we make the left click kill itself. That's so funny. And either way, moving on to the next clip, we've got Abyss and Ice Gauntlet. Now, this build here is a lot more durable because Ice Gauntlet is full of bullshit. I know we've talked about this many, many times. And on top of that, I'm also running 200 con on this guy. Like I said earlier, there is a link down below to this build. There are no variations or anything going on here. And yeah, hanging out in the enemy spawn here, we've got quite a few enemy players that have chased me. I try to go for the heavy attack execute, but this guy's quite durable, so we're not going to be able to get enough damage in there. It looks like he's definitely medium armor. So yeah, he's got a lot of con too, so we're going to have to be very, very careful and pick and choose our shots against a player like that. He switches to his sword and shield. We quickly throw down the Ice Gauntlet and snare there. Just look at the bullshit from Ice Gauntlet here. Oh my god, is there a more OP weapon? I don't think so. And then I turn around and I swing that execute. We have Mending Execute on the axe, so that actually pulls out a nice heal for me. And then I just keep putting the pressure on these guys here. Looks like this guy here slowly taking more and more damage. I'm just moving my way around, trying hard to avoid the bruiser in the middle. And a beautiful light attack into the execute. That guy goes down. The big heal from that execute, so important. If we didn't have that heal, I feel like the bruiser would have taken me out. And, yeah, just keep the pressure on here. I'm trying to get the fire staff guy. And this is a tough fight because this guy sticks to me so hard. Sword and Shield Great Axe is good at tracking and staying on top of opponents. If we can break distance with the musket, we can get a little bit of space between him. But the second we start attacking the other player here, he gets on top of us, and then he's hitting us with all his stuff, and I'm just doing my best to stay on the fire staff player. Now, we do have the option to kind of turn around and try to fight the bruiser, but I feel like that is a terrible decision because we will just eat so much damage from the fire staff. Again, I go for that mutual exchange with the abyss, and I just try to put a little bit of damage into the bruiser, and there you go. Just like I said, it was a bad idea. We take a lot of damage from the fire staff player. We do manage to kind of keep the bruiser at bay, but it's a lot easier to kite out the bruiser, I think, than it is to try to avoid all the range damage from the fire staff. And here's a situation where we can turn and fight. We've got the fire staff player kind of LOS, but he still manages to pop me with the pillar of fire from across there. I think he might be running target lock in order to make a shot like that, because you cannot physically aim that shot without something like target lock. And there, I managed to catch him just at the tip of the snare. He's got very little stamina. I just keep the pressure on. Unfortunately, he doesn't end up gassing himself, which is great job on his part. And then here, we're going to try so hard to put the damage in. He ends up double rolling, panicking after seeing that execute. That would have been a kill, I think, if we had landed it. And again, he's just keeping his distance, and this bruiser is just hacking at my back, making it so hard to stay on top of this guy. And finally, we managed to get on top of him. A nice gap close into his back, and he goes down. And now the bruiser backs up. He's looking for, I think, a little bit more support from the friendlies, but I'll be honest, man, this guy's playing well. This is not a fight that he needs friendlies for. So he decides to just stick it out, and we duke it out, and he ends up blowing his stamina. I try to go for pressure. I'm starting to think this guy might be in heavy armor because look at how durable he is. Oh my god, and just having a lot of trouble putting any good damage into him. And he's putting quite a bit of damage back into me because we are much squishier than he is. And yeah, just kind of going for those mutual exchanges, keeping my potions rotated as I fight him. And I'm just going to skip a little bit of that fight because it's like a 5-minute fight with this guy, and neither of us is able to take the other one down. And now an enemy archer comes into the fray. I take a few arrows as the bruiser goes for his upheaval as well, so I take a lot of damage, but I do manage to get to the archer using the speed on the great axe. And then I hit him with the reap. There's good damage there. See if we can land something. Light attack into the execute. He almost goes down. We don't get the crit. And then I go into the ice tomb to just kind of deal with the incoming crap from the bruiser there. He's just swinging like crazy. And I managed to hit him with the light attack to finish him off. And that is basically the end of the clip. I do manage to escape out the side, but I end up coming back in and just getting chased down and dying anyway. I'm going to be playing Dune tomorrow, guys. It'll be live on stream. We'll be making Dune content on YouTube as well, so I hope you guys are maybe looking forward to that. If not, I'm terribly sorry. We'll definitely go back to New World after the Dune hype dies down for sure. Again, if you guys want to see these builds, there are links down below that you can check out. And have a great night, everybody. I will see you all next time.